So the next slide, and this is the last slide, essentially demonstrates the usage of the utils. This is where I think it brings up an important aspect, that when you compute the days difference, you see those, I think that when you want to compute the difference and compute the days, because you have to do that kind of division, it is important to have a method which before it does this eliminates the time part of the date object before the difference is computed, right? Because you really don't want to create additional long scenarios with your differences. Um, at least if users ask you questions in terms of how your program works and why you think this difference is such and such, if you forget to remove the millisecond aspect of it, you can get some strange extra days in your difference computation. But if you reduce the time component to 12 a.m., there should be much less unexpected in your computation, right? So and you can tell in your user manual that this software computes differences, the days differences, based on 12 a.m. Right? So you just assume that if you have one date, another date, you make sure that those dates specify the calendar date, but the time component is essentially eliminated. The time component is removed from it. So then when you convert everything from milliseconds to days, you don't get some strange additions to your time ranges. And this is where I think it's just something to remember. Yet another part, when you work with calendar type of data with dates and times, sometimes you want to eliminate and remove time. Just something that is I think is appropriate thing to do, right? So here's so let's count how many days till next Christmas, right? So let's see. So we just try to use our date utils, right? So let's I mean we can just let's just copy and paste this. I'm not going to type this in. Let's do our sample. I'll use multi-line comment here to comment out prior code in case if we need that. Oops, wrong place. Sorry. I meant to use my main method. All right, my friend source formats everything. So let's see. So this quick demo, right? Current date and time in terms of Gregorian calendar. We just create this and we can get pieces out of it. That's fine. So we get current year, current. So let's see. Get this date utils. Get current date. Okay. So then once we have the current year, we get the date object from the for the current date. All right. Then we say Christmas is current year and December 25th. Okay, that's fine. Days to Christmas we compute as the days difference, and it's the difference between the current date and the Christmas date. So let's see what it says. Oh, I apparently need to go view. my projects. And so what's wrong? What it didn't like? Okay. Illegal start of type. Did I? Oh, of course, I just left this hanging thing. All right, just run this one more time. So there you go, 287 days until Christmas. So that basically does the work for us, and just be aware of all of these issues, and it's substantial piece of functionality when you work with this. So typically when you work with days and times, you really kind of have to plan ahead a little bit. Um, when you are working with your business specification in your specific sort of like business domain, make sure that you read the entire specification and make your decision in terms of what objects to use, what methods of objects to use, what would be your own little library of utility methods like we had with this date utils class that would be useful, and so forth. So anyway, this is it for today. Thank you very much.